Yeah, are we live?
Yes.
I'm just giving some more information. Just writing in Jack Rueben and Touch Road. I'm just putting it out on Facebook and Instagram. So yeah, we here, Jack. Hi. I'm Tamiko. It's so nice to meet you.
And you as well, sis.
Great to be hosting with you today.
Yes, fantastic.
We look good together on screen.
What do you mean, man?
Yes, man. Just waiting for some people to just jump on in and just spice up the group, the shutdown talk. Because today we're talking about the influence of reggae music worldwide, and it's supposed to be um, something where everybody want to come in and jump in and give us some of them 2 cents and give us a little bit of their experiences. And I'm so glad to be talking to an experienced person like you, because you can just help me along, give me some more updates, give me some more learnings and teachings, and just spread the news to the people them.
Yes.
So, well,
it's been a long journey, so we're ready for kind of talk.
I get. Yes, man, we see now. We see some people are coming through. Yes, man. Big up yourself, squadron. Elohim. Yuma, yes. Big up yourself, Empress, Queen.
Big up the Empress them.
Definitely. Yeah, Jack, I was doing my research. I just want to, first of all, I want to say big shout out to Tassonia and Relentless, first of all, for putting this thing together, because this is a work in progress. We're basically started off 2 days ago. We're going on straight to Sunday. Is gonna be the real live clash, which I can't wait for. And we're just building up to get there. Just talking about certain things that we're observing. Tasonia was talking about the other day about clashes, from back in the days. Reviewing how they used to be and what antics they used to use to get each other up and rallied up and stuff like that. That was very interesting. And today, basically, my subject with you would be about the influence of reggae worldwide. And I'm saying that so proudly because I'm Jamaican myself. And I am, I live in Germany. And I know that I'm telling you, the Germans love reggae. I mean, if you go, we have so many festivals here in Germany, and there's a lot of people that I go with. Even myself, my eyes are open when I go and see how much Rastafari, white Rastas, big movement of the people and of the reggae music, and I just feel proud. When people ask me where I'm from, they always look like, oh, you from Ghana? Are you from Africa? You from Jamaica? So it's always, I'm proud to be a Jamaican. I'm proud to know that our music, right, has influenced the world. It's gone worldwide. Everywhere you go, and when you say Jamaica and Germany, you say, "Oh, Bob Marley, reggae," So it's a pleasure to be a part of this movement, of this music, our heart and soul, basically. So tell me, how you feeling about that? What you think?
Oh, I'm feeling great. And Germany is one of the places that kind of really fell in love with reggae. Cause we've been going to Germany from like 1984, 85. And at that time, them did have a brother called Brent Clark. And Brent Clark used to deal with Hugh Mandel, sister. And we used to go out there and play with Fat Man Sound. And yeah, Germany was very receptive to reggae. And not just Germany, the rest of Europe.
Rest of Europe. And it's so interesting to me because, when you grew up in Jamaica, you grew up with the music, you don't really think nothing of it. But of course, when you start traveling and you start having conversations with people, like even my husband himself, him know more about reggae than me. Sometimes it's a shame, or him study Jamaica more than me. You understand what I mean? So you know that the German people or the European people, when them into them reggae, them just into it. They want to study it. They want to know everything back to back. And it's like, we ourselves, Jamaicans, we need to be on board. We need to know, even when you go to Jamaica now and ask the youngsters, they don't really know nothing no more. Yes, them know Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and stuff, but them not really, them kind of like forget who was there before and who made them doing what they're doing now. You understand?
Yeah, man, true, man. But, education is a thing. Because, the nowadays youths, them have them own little thing, which we respect and love. But at the same time, we have to carry them back to the roots and the foundation of everything. And there are many of them that are willing to learn. So all we can do is spread the message, let them see the history of the thing, and embrace what they want to embrace and make sure they stay in the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, yeah, we have to educate the youth. And people like yourself and what Tostonia is doing is fantastic. Because this will shed light. And, even though you might only have a certain amount of people on the live, this can be shown later. It's there in history. So, yeah, man, I'm glad that reggae has, resignated to the whole world. You know what I mean? All we have to do now is make sure we can get the business side up so where everybody can benefit,
That is the thing. I need to give 2 shout outs, or no, 3 actually. I need to give a shout out to Wildlife Inc. That's Rally Genius. Thank you for your support, our sponsorship. We need to give a big shout out to One Gulf Universal Music. And of course, LaunchPad Media Arts in London. Thank you so very much for your support. Yes. Man, it is for me like how I was like preparing myself to come on the show. I learned a lot, I must say. I mean, I know a lot about Jamaica. I know a lot about reggae. I enjoy, I indulge. I am a dancer myself. I started this company over here in Germany, Touch Roll, and I am really determined to go to Jamaica and to teach the youth them how to
people rejecting it, not getting no radio play. We couldn't get no airtime, Give thanks. We did have 2 DJs, Tony Williams, big respect, rest in peace, Tony Williams. We also had a brother before Tony Williams called Steve Bernard. And we also had David Radigan on Legal Radio at that time. But those shows were like 1 show a week,
Yes.
So it wasn't getting the push, and we carried it to the people, regardless, relentless, you know what I mean? Pushing the reggae message along with the way of life and culture. And now where we are now, but reggae, we've been through so many stages and changes that we couldn't quit. We have to stick with it because it's part of our heart. And now I see reggae influenced by many other races of people that grab on reggae and resonate to reggae and, adopted it as their own. So my feeling is a movement, it's a way of life. And I'm pleased so many other people are resignating to reggae now. So yeah, man, that's my feeling. Reggae, we can't stop promoting it and pushing it. Cause, it's been in our spirit all of our lives. So that's how I feel about reggae,
Yes, it's definitely for me the heartbeat. Like how, for example, I wanted to share with the people, what I was basically, I made like my notes and stuff like that, how reggae actually came about. I know a lot of people that are on here watching, they're going to know about how reggae came about, but from my perspective and also to the people who are in Germany or worldwide watching us and listening in now, I just want them to understand it didn't just start off with Bob Marley. A lot of people, way before Bob, and it was so interesting to learn, it basically reggae was like a start of a cultural identity in Jamaica in the 60s, and when they became free, but because before they were listening to R&B out of America, rhythm and blues, jazz, because of course they had to please there are people at the time that were on the islands, like the British. So basically, Jamaicans didn't really. I mean, the Rastafaris were the ones who were playing the drums, but everybody else, the sound systems, they started off with playing R&B. And if they went on field work, they would go to the States or go somewhere. And anybody who went on field work, they were looking to always get a new record so they can come home and bring it back home, because that was, that was basically the time when they were rolling with the records. Yeah. So in the 60s, when they became their independence, when we got our independence in 1962, ska started, and they felt so free, and they developed and discovered this new form of music, and they started mixing the R&B and the jazz, and they put in their own taste, and that became ska. So ska started there, and it was just very interesting for me, and that's where also the sound systems came out, like the Coxsone sounds and the Duke Reeds and the King Tubby and all of them, they came out at that time, and it was and the U Roy time of reggae started, and then the people started recognizing the Rastafarian that was bringing in the drums and the bingy, And when they then stopped, because Rastafarians were prosecuted worldwide, nobody didn't like no Rastafarian. But when the 60s came, when they got their independence, when Haile Selassie come to Jamaica to really give the Rastafarians the respect that they deserved, that's when everybody was integrating now with the Rastafarians and listening to the drums and the bingy, and they were remembering when they listened to the drums, the feeling, the fever of this calling home, and that's when they integrated the drums with the reggae, and that was when really reggae started. Yes.
Yep. You just give me a proper rundown. You nearly leave me with nothing to say. But the great Coxsone Dad went on field work in America, and he come back with a little music player, and he went back and he started his studio. So these guys, Coxsone Dad, Duke Reed, was so influential in the early days of the thing. And as you said, first kind of reggae was R&B, and blues, what I mean? And as you said, coming through the years, I think it was the great Striker Lee, who I'm privileged to know, that actually was one of the first person to coin the phrase reggae, when he was telling the musician how to play it,
Yes,
like I said,
yes.
So, these guys were coming back from way back, and it's great to know that somebody like Sir Striker Lee is still alive now, because most of the veteran them gone, and man like that, we want to see movie and them for write a book, you know what I mean?
Definitely before they go, definitely. And also, we can't forget Lee Scratch Perry. I mean, he's also a legend. He's still alive. I think he's in Switzerland.
Yes, so I hear, yeah.
But they're also all part of this era, man. I mean, amazing times to be developing and associating yourself with reggae, and the sound system started, and it's such an amazing point that we're still today in 2020, like on the 28th, y'all gotta be there. The 28th is gonna be sound system clash, and look how long it's been going on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so the legacy continues, you know what I mean? And in this time, we're in a different era, but you know what I'm finding now? I'm finding a lot of people saying they want back the real reggae, part of the thing, the music, cause the youth them kind of take it to a trap, dancehall kind of thing, and we're not knocking that, because we need other genres within the reggae, sub-genres to come up through reggae, but you can never get rid of the foundation of reggae, you know what I mean? Drum, bass, you know what I mean? Real reggae, you know what I mean? Real singing, you know what I mean? And it shall live on, you know what I mean? And I have to big up all of the artists worldwide where really I push reggae and keep on promoting it and not giving up, because as we know, it's a lifestyle. It's more than just make a money and hustle thing.
Yes.
Your heart are feeling it. Yes, you can eat some food, yes, but your heart really has to be in it. And we have to preserve the sound of reggae. You know
exactly.
Yeah, man. We have to
it's
preserve
the foundation of music. From what I see, from what I've studied, and from what I've been watching, reggae is really the foundation. Like, I mean, when Jamaicans came to in the 60s, 70s to England, to the UK, where everything was bland and dry and cold and totally, you know, just on, it just didn't feel nice. You know what I mean? To be there, and they came and they brought the reggae, man. That's when they brought the spice to the UK.
Very true. And you know what? Let me pick up on that point to show you that when our parents came to England on the Windrush, and we all know the whole heap of talk about Windrush now and whatever. When they came to England, they came to a place where they didn't want no blacks, no Irish, and no dogs. But yet still, in a time like that, a tune like Young, Gifted and Black by Baba Marcia go into the national charts. You know, reggae songs was going into the national charts against the grain of what we was told with all this racism. Them couldn't shake off the feeling. So whether they racist so, yeah, you had like muds and skinheads. These people, they loved reggae. You know what I mean? And those people helped those music go into the charts because there wasn't enough of us in England to buy the music to let it go in the charts. So someone must have been buying it. You know what I mean? And that's how the reggae, man. When it hits you, you feel no pain, man.
I'm telling you, somebody was buying it. Enough people were buying it. They were acting like they didn't like you. But the music was basically changing because I was watching something where Prince Buster was saying that when he came to the UK, you know, the skinheads that were listening to Loving Star, they were cool with him. They were protecting him. They rode with him, and they were, you know, making sure he was good. So back in the days, it wasn't even about that race thing at that time. It was back then. It was about the music and the poor people, like the poor white people and the poor black people. They got together. It was a unity. They didn't have, you know what I mean? Of course, they had the racists and stuff like that, but it kind of like they made reggae even work better. And they spread that reggae, you know what I mean? The ska, the reggae, the whole vibes, because Jamaicans have style. Jamaicans come with style. They were clean, looking good. I have to ask Sonia if she can play that a little bit of the film for me later on. So, you know, I need some people to go on and check those old movies out and watch them to just know something, because I learned a lot, really, 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 and I'm very proud of what I'm knowing, and I was always feeling like there's more to it than that, you know, and I just want people to know that there's always more to just Bob Marley and all these things, these people, because we come from afar, and it was a fight and a struggle to get this true, and through the struggle, through the environmental treatment, how we were treated, and through oppression, basically, this music came about, you know, and how big superstars, mainstream artists are still using reggae. So we should never give up on it.
Never, man. Never, ever should we give up on it. It's a worldwide influence. And as you say, they're still using reggae. Plenty of mainstream artists, plenty mainstream labels. You know, reggae is a thing that no one will be able to shake off because, as I say, it's a feeling. You know, and you can ask many musicians of many colours and class, you know, when they play reggae, the feeling they get. You know what I mean? And as I say, all we have to do, you know, is enhance it as people that have been there and know what's going on. Encourage them, encourage those people coming forward to don't stop promoting it and don't give up on it. And don't switch neither. You know what I mean? Keep it authentic as it's supposed to be. Yes, we welcome new sub-genres of reggae. But the heart of reggae, we have to keep it there, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that's why I'm kind of, even like now, as you see, Buju's back on the road, and some of the Buju's going back on him, I sure the youth them say, yo, me nah go just jump and go anywhere, you know, I'm staying true.
Yeah, man. If I stay true, it is enough respect to Buju as well for how I go through, but that's also a big influencer now. You know, he was an influencer then with the music, and, you know, in Germany, I remember like, you know, in the 90s when Buju couldn't even come here.
Yeah,
Remember when him said him can't come here because, you know, in Germany it's a lot of gay rights and blah, 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 blah. And back in the days, Jamaicans used to play the music. I mean, Germans used to play the music because they didn't understand the English. So they used to play it. So, of course, when one person got a clue about what Buju was actually singing and certain things, they were like, we are going to boycott this man and he can't come. Now, Buju came to Germany, and I'm telling you, he get enough money. If we come out of jail and come at the summer jam to Germany, you know how many people travel from over Europe, England, even come over here with bus load of people to come and see Buju.
Yeah,
You see how much influence that man.
You know, and as I said, Germany's been one of the places because, as I said, we used to go Germany regular. We used to go Cologne, and we used to play in Cologne. And at that time when we used to come out there, we know so them never really even understand fully what was being said. But the beat and the whole thing, all them.
Yes.
Yeah? So it's been a long journey, and you know, I have to big up all of the Europeans and all of the people that have participated in the promotion and love of reggae music, you know what I mean? And as you said, more than Bob Marley, and these people can tell you, Carl, let me tell you, they do their research.
Yes.
You know?
Them research, me, I tell you, I was also saying, I mean, in the UK anyways, I find it, when I think about it, I find that the UK kind of brought everything to Europe, because the most Caribbeans, Jamaicans and the Caribbean islands, basically 50s, 60s, 70s, they were coming over, basically bringing their spices, bringing their music to the UK. And basically, I think from the UK, it then spread over Europe, because, I mean, you're not that far, you know what I mean? And that just spread to France, spread to Germany, and you know what I mean? So the UK has a big impact in my eyes.
Yeah,
also reggae on reggae music.
And the sound system them from the UK back then, the root sound system them that were touring France, Germany and all over Europe, I have to big them up because them did carry the message. And them days wasn't easy. Them have to pack up them sound in a truck and drive across border before the European Union. And you them trucks strip down and search, and them got you the Gideon, you know what I mean? And you have to realize that UK was the second home for reggae. Everybody is from Jamaica settled in the UK. Anybody who was anybody from Bob Marley to Sugar Minott to Dennis Brown, everybody came to London at that time. So London was full of the vibe and very fruitful in receiving reggae. So when those sound systems were traveling to Europe, they carried the message and it spread. So England has played a big part, you know?
Definitely. I really have to pick up everybody in the UK, really and truly, because that is, like, for me as well, like me growing up here in Germany, of course I heard reggae, but we heard all kinds of different music in our house. But, I mean, going back to Jamaica back and forth, like, you know, when you go on a holiday and stuff like that, it was just not enough. And when I was, say, my early 1920s, that's when I came to the UK, and for me it was such like I was like, okay, I'm home. It was like, for me, Jamaica, it was like it was Jamaica for me, because that was the closest thing I can get to Jamaica and get to my music, to my people, to my food. And I'm telling you, back then when I came to the UK, I think it was in the end of 90s, that was like the garage days, you know, the dubstep times, and I mean that also influence from reggae.
Yes, man. And
influence from reggae, yes.
Yeah, man, it introduced a whole new audience to reggae as well. You know, when them start, even jungle, dubstep, all of them highly influenced by reggae music, you know what I mean? Yes. And I own a studio, so I can tell you, because I had many people come in there and making dubstep, making jungle, with the reggae influence, and they always wanted the reggae bass, the reggae riffs, you know, sample pieces of reggae. So, of course, when you find a whole new audience that come to reggae, they start doing their research and looking into it, and they just started to fall in love with it, you know what I mean? And that's why you have man like Jashaka. You have to big them up because Jashaka's one of the man them that have every race in them dance. You know what I mean? From Chinese to Indian to black, every race you can go to a Shaka dance and see every race in there. And you really realize how far reggae has spread and how much it's influenced different races, you know? Yeah. So it's fantastic, you know what I mean?
It's amazing. It's amazing. And also to see, I mean, I was watching a documentary where I think, I don't know if it was Red Rat or I don't know who it was, but basically the artist was saying he was in Japan and he was walking through Japan and thinking, what is going on? I saw a stone love, I saw one. And then and it was like the Japanese version of Stone Love, like them copy it down to the T. Them have the voice, them have the sound. Everything was like Stone Love Jamaica, yeah. And it was just like, you know, it's so funny to see or to know that no matter where in the world you are, even in a Japan, in a China, in a Africa, in a some bush, in a Vietnam, in Thailand, people are listening to reggae.
Yes, man, I agree with you totally. If you look back into Japan actually had a reggae splash. You can see footage with Tennyson and all of these people performing way back then. And when you see the audience, it's like, whoa, we didn't know that that's how far. We over in the Far East, the land of the rising sun. Thousands of people are turned out for watch reggae. You know what I mean? Again, at UK artists like Janet Kay, that was in Japan and, you know, conquering Japan with her music. You know what I mean? The great Dennis Buffett. We could talk all day about it.
It gives me shivers. Really, when I think about it, I'm getting goosebumps because I am proud. I'm with joy, and it's for me. My children, like I have a 9-year-old son. He is we play everything in this house anyways. This boy, he says, Mama, I want to be like Bob Marley one day, and he sits here and he sings Lucifer King After. He's singing Max Romeo.
I am sure.
You know what I mean? And when children, you can tell that this music is in them, like you know, a German child or any child that listens to these music, and then I move them. I tell you, this is the music. This is the base. This is the foundation. This is where the heartbeat is. You know what I mean? This is it.
And the thing is now, because we have much more visual in terms of music videos. As you know, back then music videos was very rare, but now virtually every song have a music video, which is fantastic because it lets them hear the message, see the message, and hear the message. And that's a fantastic thing that now in this time with technology, modern technology, and social media and video, it just helps spread the thing even more. You know? And that is a fantastic thing. So even though we've moved into a new age, we have to use the new age technology really to enhance reggae even more. And it's being done. You know what I mean? It's being done. Long may it continue. Yeah, we're looking for better things to happen in terms of streaming royalties. Because streaming royalties is a pittance. You know? This is something where we need for fight for. Because when they give not pipe, whatever. As a royalty fee, it's no good. You know
it's not good. And that's what needs to change in the industry. That is the only thing, you know, what makes people all sometimes give up or just have a hard time in the business because, you know, it's been back then, like I was, you know, telling you, you know, in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, everybody been struggling with this music. But how come everybody has a piece of this music all around the world and we can't kind of grasp what we need to do?
Well, we need to take ownership, you know, and this is the truth, you know. We need to stop leaving it to everybody else. You know what I mean? We need to, in various territories, we need to open up some institutes that can teach people what they deserve to get. You know what I mean? give them some business schooling on the game. And
Exactly.
you know, nowadays you've got people that are just putting out music and get a few play up on radio and them happy. You understand? But what you have to learn to do is create activity on your catalog.
Exactly.
This is what the mainstream guys were so great at doing. You know what I mean? You license a song to them, and you see it popping up on TV ads or in some soap opera, and that's sync right royalties. You know what I mean? So the business side of music, we need to grasp it, and we need to work something. You know what I mean? And
Definitely.
educate them youths here where I come through now to make them know, look, you have your rights, you know. Go about it this way. Register your thing. Work your thing. Learn about marketing. Learn about PR, because they have it way easier than us. When we wanted to send a record to America, we have to send that by email, you know. And 2 weeks later, we are waiting for find out if it reach. You know? Nowadays, one click of a finger, and it does.
Exactly. That's, I believe that we should have had that already down packed by this century, because we, like, you know, everybody has their music. Everybody has their, you know, people have their punk rock, people have their metal, people have their folklore, people have their Trinidad Tobago have them soca. Nobody can do no soca better than Trinidad Tobago. You know what I mean? So that's where we have to really say, okay, I mean, we know reggae is ours, but basically being in the industry, educating our people, not robbing them, putting it together where we all can profit and not wait on anyone else to come and show us and tell us this is what you got to do, because it's all been done. Like I said, just like the Japanese people can copy and paste the whole Stone Love, why can't you copy and paste that same method? You know, you can copy and paste that same method. Watch and learn. Check for yourself. But it's all, you know. We always say the artists, they don't think about business, but this is where the millennium and the new era has to wake us all up, that we have to. Basically, you can be artist and you can do business as well, because you have to sell yourself, you have to promote yourself, you have to market yourself. So basically, doing the good things for yourself, it should be priority number one.
Most definitely. And you know what, from my point of view, like LP Media in the UK, that's what we're doing now. We're educating. Every artist we come across, we educate. This ain't just grab something and run it. I see artists that let them know, register your material, you know, make sure it's registered. Teach them how to move out there in the world of music. You know what I mean? How to market and promote yourself in the correct way, you know, and getting longevity out of your catalog is important.
Exactly.
Building a catalog and the longevity of it, creating activity is so important, you know. Camille Sedemok's UB40 and all of these people, and many other people, Simply Red, we did have a sister and we sing with them, and I watched the way they manipulated the thing and worked it so it benefited them. And that's what we have to do, encourage these youths now. These youths are so talented. The world is their oyster. They just need to be armed with education. You know what I mean? And we're not going to stop striving to do that, you know. We're not in this for no hustle. No man can't drive me, and no man can't come turn me for money. But there's many people who turn back, because you can give me a quick change now. I'm talking about my life. I'm talking about something that I want to leave for my kids. My kids are supposed to carry on the legacy. You know, just like how the great Cox and Dad and everybody else left a legacy for us to carry on.
Yeah.
And so we have to do it. But if we don't get our business side straight, it will be taken by everybody else and claimed by everybody else, you know?
Yes, definitely. If you have a carbon copy of Jamaica and Japan, you know what I mean? Or wherever else they're going to set it up, it's just basically, that's what it is. That's so important. And I mean, like I said, look at back then, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles, I mean, so many groups back then. You were saying UB40, all of those people, that was the influence was reggae. That was reggae music that you guys brought to the UK. That is what made them so big. You know what I mean? So, you know, I mean, we have encouraged until this day. It's still carrying on. I mean, I was reading about little Justin Bieber. They're using reggae. You know what I mean? They're like, they got all the tricks. You know what I mean? They're using reggae music, people.
Yeah, and I call it tropical this and tropical that, and it's reggae. Them can spin it anywhere they want, spin it a reggae. You know what I mean? Where they want, right? Yeah. And you know, for us, as I said, we are the art of the thing, and we have to just be real to it. And trust me, we're on a mission to educate and empower. You know, if I don't do nothing else in my life, at the moment we're discussing opening a reggae museum in London, you know. I won't go into it too much, and I mean a reggae museum with a difference. We're looking at opening a reggae museum with hologram. So you can see a hologram of so I'm gonna
in the chat.
Okay. Still being heard. Yeah, as I was saying to you, we want to open a museum with holograms. So you walk in 1950 whatever, and you can see the Studio One setup, how it's set up. And when you walk out in a 2020, 21, whatever it is. You know? So yeah, man, we've got a panel together and a group of people together, and it's in the making. We've actually got some computer whiz kids that can do lifelike holograms. So our cups and dad pop up and him I talk to you and tell you what it was about and how it was, you know. So we have the Waxworks Museum, Madame Tussauds in London. We want a reggae museum, man.
Yes, you know? Man. I would love to come meet Mr. Cox because he had the business side, him had the business mind, it never clear. He knew exactly what the people want. Of course, you need a little money. Everybody's always saying, oh, me I struggle. But you know what? If 3, 4, 5, 6 struggling people can put a dollar together, you know, them can make it somehow.
What do you mean, man?
You can't have a struggle by yourself. If you put your little pennies together, like everybody in Jamaica, them always draw money or put money, what you call it, in the draw, in the pot. That's what we, you know, I mean, what I want to see from reggae going forward, I know it came out of the struggle, but I was saying that before also on the Shutterdown Festival. I remember I was having a conversation with, I don't know if it was Jane R or somebody I was talking to. I was saying, you know, we have to keep the foundation, but also the struggle is what keeps us still in it. When we keep on singing, like I said, it's a mindset thing, right? When you keep on singing about me I struggle, me hungry, the government, me can't go, you understand? It's like a certain message that you're sending out. So if we could still use the struggle and kind of twist it in a more positive way, because we struggled all our lives, but you know what? We're still standing. You and me still standing. We're still making. We make the best out of what we get, and Jamaicans are all over the world, and them still making it somehow. You know what I mean? So if we get this struggling mindset out, the music could be uplifted and be there where it's actually supposed to be, not knocking nobody, because we already know. So we had the struggle back in the days, and with Jamaica still a struggle, and the biggest artists come out of the ghetto. We know that. Yeah.
True.
The one struggling the most. But I was having this conversation also in Jamaica with the artists. I said, look, we have to kind of have a different set of eyes, see how to present the music in the mindset of the music. So when we change the mindset of the music, so we know the struggle, but if we don't focus too much on the struggle, maybe we can get a step ahead.
Yeah, man, I agree with you. And I think what we need to do is set up organizations like how them have, we want sort of music unions that can link, you know, and give guidance on making sure that everybody gets what they're supposed to get. Not knocking people like the musicians union, that's for everybody. But reggae, you know, needs attention. You know what I mean? Because as you said, to get so it doesn't come over like a struggle. We need to be educating the people that are making music. Right now in the UK, it's like 9 to 5 superstars because a lot of people are working and doing music and and they cannot do it full time. And you know, after you do a 8, 9, 10 hour shift, you come home, you just want to crash. So it can also your creativity. You know what I mean? We should be living out of the music, you know, and no disrespect people like the BBC and these national stations. They need to really be held to account because if they were playing a higher percentage of local talent, then these people could survive in the industry and we could be what we want to be. So these are the things that we need to do right now.
We need to advocate that. We need to advocate. I was even thinking about setting up a fund like for the youth in Jamaica. Because like I was telling you, like I was going there and stuff like that, and I was talking to the people. It's always about we need the money for the mastering, we need the money for go sign it up. So it's always like these two things that them don't like have enough to go fix the music, put them name down on it. That is already where it's lacking. And so we should actually have like a fund or something where we're basically helping them get the music on the road and also changing the way of like say every DJ want a money for PR team. We had it back in the days, man. We had it back in the 60s where they were fighting to get played, where they were fighting to get the 70s, the 80s, war because you can't get your music on the radio. Why we're now in 2020? Why are we still doing? You know, where have we evolved in the sense that it could now be something where you're gonna get something out of it either way, but man, I forgot to give your money and I give it to you so you can play the damn thing. You know that the music is good. You hear say it good. You're a vibe with it, and you're still. You understand? You're extort me now. You can't move.
Yeah, man, the paywall are thing terrible, and you know what it is. Jamaica's a place that if Jamaica sneeze, the rest of the world catch a cold in terms of music, reggae. So like for reggae, it's Jamaica. It's like soul and R&B. If America sneeze, the world catch a cold. So Jamaica's very good for, if you can promote your stuff in Jamaica and it gets recognized, you know it's virtually going to be recognized everywhere else in the world. You know, but this is why you find some of the youths them resignate to be paying a payola to some DJs and people to do the thing. But we have to get out of that mentality.
Definitely.
Music have more longevity than a quick change. You get a man a change and play it for a certain time, then him I go tell you, boy, that old man, me rinsed that last month. No, exactly. Man, we're looking for that to be played all year round. You know, at various times. And again, this is something when we sit down with King Jammies and various people and discuss. You know what I mean? And we are trying to bring people together to make something happen. Because we still have some older heads where have a big influence in Jamaica, in America, in the UK. And really and truly, we need to sit down and try and look at how we can work around this payola thing. Because no guy now get no money from me, you know, for a record like that. You know, not when the whole world is out there to listen. You know, we prefer go to the world and give a man a change. And it's not playing it with no feeling. He might get a quick rinse because he get a change.
Exactly. It has to be a full heart because, you know, say, music can't die. I mean, why are they still playing Bob Marley now? Why are we still listening to old stuff? Those are classics. You know, say music in the sense of, or even reggae, or any music that you find is great. It's not gonna die. Even if them dead, the music is still here. So basically, who are you to just rinse the music for 10 minutes and take the money and then you never hear about it again? Either it's good and it's great and it's gonna go to the masses, but basically that's where I want also local radio stations and people to understand and say, people have the internet nowadays. People can go out for themselves. Either you want to be a part of it and be molding it and joining a family and really, really say, all right, let's do this together, or you're just going to play it one time, get a one-time money, and that's going to be it. Because it's not going to, it can't work like that no more.
Yeah, man. While we're speaking, I want to big up all the DJs still that genuinely promote and push the music. Because there are many good DJs that go out of their way to push
That.
art. And we can't leave them out, you know what I mean? 'Cause to every negative, there's a positive.
Always.
Always. And keep doing what you're doing, ladies and gentlemen of the DJ world, because your support is very, very much needed. You know what I mean? And we don't always say how much we appreciate you, but we do. You know what I mean? And maybe you can turn the heads of some tough head where no one come round to the team. You know what I mean? So,
yes, I would love to join you guys also in the UK. I mean, we're gonna hear each other again, Jack. I would love to talk to you about it more, like with the support, because I really want to do that in Jamaica. But of course, I need manpower behind me. I also need people. You know what I mean? Because I'm a little woman. Of course, I could do a lot. But you know what I mean? You always need that support, because I really, really, was always my intention. When I started Touch Road, that was always my intention about teaching the youth them their rights and how to preserve and how to build on that what they have set, because everybody set a foundation, yeah, and that they just build that up and just don't go too fast and crash. You understand? Because reggae is about love. It's about the heart. It's about it gives people worldwide so much.
Yes, man. Yes.
And we need to recognize that and need to cherish it more and appreciate it more. That's what I want to say.
Yeah, well, and we want to appreciate the Empress them more, because we know how the leader, right now, you know the thing, so when any time we see the Empress them, you know what I mean, we feel like, we feel strength, and there's so much of you out there doing your thing, you know what I mean, and I step to the thing that I really do appreciate it, and we're willing to support and back anybody that has reggae at heart. Any man who want to make it a self-righteous thing, we disregard them. We don't care who you be. No man no reggae. You know what I mean? The great Bob Marley, great, and look what him do, and him never think him bigger than reggae. So who is some little guy for one come and believe them? Nah, man. The minute you come with that attitude, we are eliminate you. We're not even interested. But if you come with a unified thing where you want this to be the betterment for everybody, we're here. And believe me, there's a lot of things in the pipeline that I don't want to speak about, because sometimes you chat something, and if it don't come off, people want to say, oh, yeah, man. We are work diligently, but we are work in a silence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yes, man. That's how I love it. When you got it right, then you come out, bam, there it is. You know what I mean? And whoever shall come will come. Whoever will find each other will find each other. You know what I mean? So for me, that has never been a problem to just struggle and stress myself for anybody to come. Whoever's coming, the Creator sent him to me. If that is the right path, we're on the right frequency, we're on the right road, we're going to go there. So, and people who love reggae, me love them. So I'm telling you, if you love reggae, then that means that you understand something. So we are on the same heartbeat. We're flowing on the same frequency.
Yeah, man.
What else? I'm just going to see what else I wanted. I'm really grateful for Paxton, Dub Reed, King Tubby, the UY Movement, Prince Buster, Bob Marley, Jimmy Cliff, Lee Scratch Perry. I'm just proud that you are all Jamaicans and that you've all paved the way for everybody that is standing here today still doing this music. I am grateful. We have to say, give thanks to our ancestors and our people who have laid the foundation for us to even move on, Yeah,
man. Salute to them, man. And, salute to the people them that are still keeping that alive and going, you know what I mean? It's bigger than us. We have to leave it for the next generation of youths. And them youths, they have to carry it forward, you know what I mean? And they're only going to be able to do that if we educate them and show them the right way of how to go about things, how to claim what is yours, how to preserve the rights of what is yours. Once we do those things, I think reggae is has a fantastic future,
Definitely. We're not stop. I would love to read some quotes that I wrote down that I want to share with everybody about reggae, what people say about reggae. And I know our time is going soon, but I was just going to say, Yeah, I mean, sure you're with me with this. Reggae music is the heart and soul of Jamaica. Reggae music is reggae is the cultural identity of Jamaica. Reggae is they say we eat, we sleep, we breathe reggae music in Jamaica. And I want to say a big shout out because in 2018, reggae music was declared a global heritage. UNESCO put that stamp on reggae, people. So I know, I hope a lot of people were following that at the time. But if you did not know, UNESCO has declared reggae music global heritage, and we should claim it. We should claim it.
Definitely.
Yes. And yeah, you know, it's a heartbeat music. I just was writing a lot of quotes that people were saying, like, you know, that if you don't know what the Naya Bingi is, go and check it out. Everybody who wants to know what the Naya Bingi is, that is the Rastafarian drums that they used to use to worship and praise, and that is what the Rastafari brought in. So that was the drums and the rhythm they brought into the reggae.
Yes,
Those
man.
are hardcore facts that I wanted to let people know. And yeah, block parties started in Jamaica.
Yes.
Block parties started in Jamaica, came to the US and came to the UK.
Definitely. You know what I mean? In the terms of shubin, we used to call it shubin down in the basement. You know what I mean? Yeah. So yeah, man. We have come from a long way, you know.
Definitely. And also, we have to big up Count Suckle. Count Suckle, he was in the UK. He started also with the block parties in the UK because they didn't want no black people nowhere. They couldn't go nowhere. They couldn't go live in no houses. They couldn't have their own music. So Count Suckle, I wanted to show a video of him, but it doesn't matter. He came to the UK and he started off with these parties. You know what I mean? And I have enough respect for that man too because he had a head on his shoulder. He knew exactly what to do. And in the UK, Chris Blackwell from Island Record was the one who was bringing the music from Jamaica, to the UK.
Yeah, man. One of many.
One of many, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So
yeah,
I learned so very much.
Also, we could big up Sir Coxon.
Sir Coxon.
Daddy Fat Man. These sounds, Shaka. The sounds that was every week out there playing and doing the work, you know what I mean? Some of the great selectors of old that are still here now applying the message. You know what I mean? We much appreciated and give thanks for all of your works, you know? Yeah, man.
Enough love. Yes. Enough respect. Yes. Thank you so much, Jack. I hope that everybody else, if you guys, I don't know, Passonia, she can put it down for me. If you guys want to watch these documentaries on YouTube, people, go check it out just for you also to learn a little bit more about Jamaica and where the heart of the music or the reggae music came from. And also here in Germany, sorry, I gotta say something in German. Für die, die in Deutschland leben, wenn ihr euch interessiert dafür, etwas mehr über Reggae zu hören und zu verstehen, es gibt 2 Videos, die ich gleich mit verlinken werde. Die könnt ihr euch mal angucken, um einfach die ganze Historie von Reggae damals bis Reggae jetzt zu verstehen. So, sorry, I had to just switch up in German for a second.
Do your thing, man, do your thing, you know? It's still the same thing, a reggae. You know, so.
All about reggae, man. The reggae vibe, the reggae, the heartbeat of reggae. We have to continue loving reggae. We have to continue respecting the people that have set it up for us. And we have to continue sharing more, caring more, and building better structures for us to continue and to leave also for the youths who are coming up after us. I will leave the table to you. Jack Rueben, come on, give me something before I give my shout out.
Big up to everybody. Let me end it like this. We are going to take on a journey Deep inside our reggae music industry, yeah. This will make you proud that I'm much more warrior, ready for conquer any country. Now whether you be a lover or the music or a critic, it don't matter. Come follow me, star, me beg on off it. Pump up that volume, then you will consume lyrics of higher quality. I'm contemplating this situation of contributing to the reggae expansion. I've been thinking deeply, meditating. It's time we get to the valleys, bandwagon jumpers. No all fan of reggae music, come join in and let me push it deeper into the eye of the public. And to those who still oppose it, may them realize reggae music's #1. Hear this. Come make we talk Studio One, Duke Creed, Treasure Isle, Dr. Bird, a legend, and a whole heap of label name no mention. And we could go on and on. Anyway, continue go on. Financially, they never ready. Why? They never had no back at me backy. Produce and reduce and no one pay nobody. You get a one sure and a change if you're lucky. Man, I press head like not cool for the money. Louis Armstrong and don't forget Sammy. That's why these ghetto youths them talk freely. Due to the services of Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Ken Boom. Give thanks.
Boy. Fire! Thank you!
That sister there blaze a fire all over the world, you know. I want to support her music, man. You know, if you don't support her and you don't give her strength, then it'll go hard. So don't just listen to music. Go up online and click that button and pay for the song, man. You know what I mean? A little 79 pence, you probably all have some 79 pence stashed up on the floor somewhere. Come on, man, go online and support the artists. Support everyone. See?
Support. Big up Wildlife Inc., One Golf Universal Music, LaunchPad, I keep saying it wrong, LaunchPad Media Art. I'm going to say it more than one time today. Media Mark Management in London. Big up yourself, Jack Rueben. I'm Tamiko Peck. I love you guys. Tasonia Relentless Music on a fire. Me love on a big on a.
Big up on yourself, man. Bless. See?
Take care.
Care.
Peace. Tasonia Relentless.